Wait, wait. What did she just ask me?
She asked what time you want the table.
I heard the words, but then my mind just stopped.
That happens to a lot of people.
I only wanted to eat dinner, not take a big English test.
The good news is, making a reservation in English is usually short and simple.
It did not feel short and simple when I was on the phone.
That is because you did not have the key phrases ready.
So I need a small set of safe phrases.
Exactly. A few useful phrases can help you a lot.
Good. Hello, everyone, and welcome to English with Cheri. I am
Nick.
And I'm Cheri. This episode is for beginner English learners, level A1 to A2.
Today we're talking about making a reservation.
This is something people do in real life all the time.
At restaurants, at hotels, at salons, and at many other places.
By the end of this episode, you will know simple phrases you can really use.
And you'll feel more calm on the phone or in person.
Good, because I do not want to panic over dinner again.
Then let us start with the first thing you say.
Okay, I call a restaurant, the person answers. What do I say first?
A very useful sentence is, I'd like to make a reservation.
I'd like to make a reservation.
Yes, it's clear, polite, and natural.
So that means I want to reserve a table.
Exactly.
Let me say it again. I'd like to make a reservation.
Perfect.
That already sounds much better than table tonight.
Yes, your sentence tells the other person exactly what you need.
Good. I like clear sentences.
Clear sentences are your friend.
So I say that first, then what happens?
Usually they ask a question.
A simple question, I hope.
Very simple. They often ask, for how many people?
For how many people?
Right. They want to know the size of your group.
So if I go with one friend, I say for 2 people.
Exactly.
If I go with my family, maybe I say for 4 people.
Perfect.
And if it's only me?
You can say just one person.
Nice. Short answer, easy answer.
Yes, many reservation answers are short, and that's good for beginners.
Okay, I have the first 2 pieces now. I'd like to make a reservation for 2 people.
Exactly.
But sometimes I want to ask first if they even have space.
Good point. Then you can ask, do you have a table for tonight?
Do you have a table for tonight?
Yes, that's a very useful question.
So maybe I say, hello, I'd like to make a reservation. Do you have a table for tonight?
That sounds excellent.
I'm starting to feel brave.
Good. Now let's talk about time.
Right, because they need to know when I want to come.
Exactly. They may ask, what time would you like?
What time would you like?
Yes.
Then I can answer 7 o'clock, please.
Perfect.
Or 6:30, please.
Yes.
Or 8 o'clock, please.
Exactly.
But what if I want 7 and I'm not sure they have space?
Then you can ask, is 7 available?
Is 7 available?
Right. Available means open or free.
Is 7 available?
Perfect.
So I can change the time too.
Yes, you can say, is 6 available or is 8:30 available?
That's very useful.
It is.
Okay, so now I have a table, a time, and maybe food in my future.
Very important things.
What do they ask next?
Usually they ask your name.
Right, so they know who the reservation is for?
Exactly. They may say, can I have your name?
Can I have your name?
Yes. Then you can answer, the name is Cheri.
The name is Cheri.
Perfect.
That is easy.
Very easy.
Can I just say my name too?
Yes, you can. But for practice, the name is Cheri is very clear.
Good. I like very clear.
One more phrase helps at the end of the call.
I am ready.
See you then.
See you then.
Yes, people often say that when the reservation is finished.
Because they will see me at that time.
Exactly.
That sounds friendly and complete.
It does.
Let me check the full set in my head. I'd like to make a reservation.
Good.
For how many people?
Yes.
Do you have a table for tonight?
Right.
What time would you like?
Good.
Is 7 available?
Yes.
Can I have your name?
Correct.
The name is Cheri.
Great.
See you then.
Perfect. Those are your 7 key phrases.
And they already feel less scary.
Good. Now let us hear them in action.
Yes, I want to hear a full situation.
Okay, imagine you're calling a restaurant for dinner.
Okay, the phone rings.
Good evening, Riverside Cafe.
Hello, I'd like to make a reservation.
Of course. For how many people?
For 2 people.
Certainly. What time would you like?
Is 7 available?
Let me check. Yes, 7 is available.
Great.
Can I have your name?
The name is Cheri.
Perfect. We have a table for 2 at 7.
Thank you. See you then.
See you then.
That felt smooth.
Yes, because each step was clear.
Let me try one with a small problem.
Good idea. Real life has small problems.
Okay.
Hello, Olive House Restaurant?
Hi, I'd like to make a reservation.
Certainly. For how many people?
For 4 people.
What time would you like?
Is 7 available?
I'm sorry, 7 is full.
Okay, is 8 available?
Yes, 8 is available.
Right, the name is Cheri.
Thank you. We will see you at 8.
See you then.
Perfect.
I like that one because it shows I can change the time.
Exactly. You don't need to stop the conversation. You can just ask for another time.
Let us try one more restaurant call.
Good. More practice helps. Hello, Green Garden Restaurant.
Hello, I'd like to make a reservation. Do you have a table for tonight?
Yes, we do. For how many people?
For 3 people.
What time would you like?
Is 6:30 available?
Yes, it is. Can I have your name?
The name is Cheri.
Wonderful. See you then.
Nice, that felt natural too.
Good. Now let's use the same idea in a different place.
Hotel?
Yes, the words change a little, but the pattern stays almost the same.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Star Hotel.
Hello, I'd like to make a reservation.
Certainly. For how many people?
For 2 people.
What day would you like to check in?
Friday, please.
All right. Can I have your name?
The name is Cheri.
Thank you. Your room is reserved for Friday.
Great, see you then.
Nicely done.
It's interesting, this same simple pattern works again.
Exactly. That's why these phrases are powerful.
Let us try a salon too.
Great idea. Hello, Sunny Hair Studio.
Hi, I'd like to make a reservation.
Of course. What time would you like?
Is 4 available?
Yes, 4 is available. Can I have your name?
The name is Cheri.
Perfect. See you then.
Nice and simple.
Exactly.
I can hear the pattern now.
Good. That is what we want. When you hear the pattern, you can use it in real life.
Okay, everyone, now let us stay with one longer story.
This time, listen to the whole conversation carefully.
Imagine I want to reserve a table for dinner with my friend.
Listen for the key phrases and the important details. Here we go. Good evening, Maple Garden Restaurant. How can I help you?
Hello, I'd like to make a reservation.
Of course. For how many people?
For 2 people.
Certainly. Do you have a time in mind?
Do you have a table for tonight?
Yes, we do. What time would you like?
Is 7 available?
Let me see. We have 6:30 or 7:30.
Okay. Is 7:30 available by the window?
Yes, 7:30 is available.
Great.
Can I have your name?
The name is Cheri. Cheri.
Thank you. And may I have a phone number?
Yes, it is 555-2814.
Perfect. So that is a table for 2 at 7:30 tonight.
Yes, that is right.
Wonderful. We will see you tonight.
Thank you. See you then.
See you then.
That sounded very real.
Yes, a real call may have 1 or 2 extra details, but the heart of the conversation is still simple.
I also noticed something.
What did you notice?
I heard, I'd like to make a reservation for how many people and what time would you like very clearly.
Good. Those phrases carry the conversation.
And is 7 available changed a little because the time changed to 7:30.
Right. The phrase stays the same, but the time can change.
That makes the phrase very flexible.
Exactly.
Okay, everyone, now we have a listening challenge.
This time, do not speak. Just listen.
Listen for 4 things: the reservation, the number of people, the time, and the name.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Hello, Parkside Bistro.
Hi, I'd like to make a reservation.
Of course. For how many people?
For 3 people.
What time would you like?
Is 6:30 available?
Yes, it is. Can I have your name?
The name is Cheri.
Great. See you then.
Okay. What did you hear?
The reservation was for 3 people,
The time was 6:30.
and the name was Cheri.
Good. Now let us do one more listening challenge. This one is a little longer.
Again, just listen. Hello, Blue Moon Cafe?
Hello, I'd like to make a reservation. Do you have a table for tonight?
Yes, we do. For how many people?
For 2 people.
What time would you like?
Is 8 available?
Yes, 8 is available. Can I have your name?
The name is Cheri.
Perfect. See you then.
Nice. That one had many of the key phrases together.
Exactly. That is very good listening practice for beginners.
Now let us hear a faster replay.
Same kind of situation, just a little more natural and quick.
Pardon?
Hello, Blue Moon Cafe.
Hi, I'd like to make a reservation. Do you have a table for tonight?
Yes, for how many people?
For 2 people.
What time would you like?
Is 8 available?
Yes, 8 is available. Can I have your name?
The name is Cheri.
Great. See you then.
Good. That was faster but still clear.
And that is useful because real life is not always very slow.
True. People speak a little faster outside this podcast.
Exactly. But when you know the pattern, faster speech becomes easier.
Now it is time for speaking practice.
Yes, listen, then answer out loud.
Imagine the phone rings at a restaurant. They say, "Hello." What do you say first?
You can say, I'd like to make a reservation.
Good. Now they ask, "For how many people?" What do you say?
You might say, for 2 people.
Nice. Now they ask, "What time would you like?"
You can answer, 7 o'clock, please.
Good. Now you want to ask about a time.
You can say, is 7 available?
Perfect. Now they ask for your name.
You can answer, the name is Maria.
Or Ken. Or
Anna.
Very nice. Let us do one more full practice call. Answer after each line.
Good evening. How can I help you?
You say, "I'd like to make a reservation."
Of course. For how many people?
You say, "For 4 people."
Certainly. What time would you like?
You say, "Is 6:30 available?"
Yes, it is. Can I have your name?
You say, "The name is Alec."
Great.
And now you finish the call.
You can say, see you then.
Excellent.
Let us do one more because more speaking practice helps memory.
Good idea.
Hello, Green Garden Restaurant.
You say, "I'd like to make a reservation."
For how many people?
You say, "For 4 people."
What time would you like?
You say, "Is 7:30 available?"
Yes, it is. Can I have your name?
You say, "The name is Lena."
Perfect. See you then.
Great job.
Before we finish, let us look at one common learner mistake.
Yes, some learners say, "I make reservation."
People may understand you, but it doesn't sound natural.
The better sentence is, "I'd like to make a reservation."
Exactly. It's more complete and more polite.
Another small mistake is saying only 7 available.
Right. It's better to say, is 7 available?
That little word is helps a lot.
Yes, small words are important in English.
I think beginners sometimes worry because the conversation feels long.
But really, many reservation calls are short.
Very short.
You often need only a few useful phrases.
And today we practiced them many times.
Exactly.
Now we have a simple question for you.
Think about your real life.
Where would you like to make a reservation?
A restaurant?
A hotel?
A haircut?
Try to answer out loud with one full sentence.
You can say, I'd like to make a reservation at a restaurant.
Or, "I'd like to make a reservation for a hotel room."
Very good.
Thank you for learning with us today.
We hope this episode helps you feel more confident in English.
If you enjoyed this lesson, subscribe to English with Cheri.
Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep practicing a little every day.
Little by little, your English gets stronger.
And real-life conversations get easier.
We will see you in the next episode.
See you then.